At first, I'd like to share a Wasan poem written by Shin Shomi. So please join me in that show. Please put your palms together. 皆の本願信ずべし、本願信ずる人は皆、摂取不捨の利益にて、無常覚悟が悟るなりと、何万です。Entrust yourself to Amida's primal vow, to the benefit of being grasped, never to be abandoned. All who entrust themselves to the primal vow attain the supreme enlightenment. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda. Good morning, everyone. And welcome to today's service. And I'm sorry. If I start coughing, I cannot stop somehow. So I'm sorry in advance. But I just finished packing all my books in my office, and I appreciate myself for experiencing working at a moving company when I was in 20s. I still remember some of the basic tips to move and carry things around. And I'm sure that I have talked about this in the past Dharma talks, but when I was working for a moving company, I had to wake up at 5 a.m., be at the office by 6 a.m., and worked until 5 or 6 p.m., sometimes 8 p.m. And all the apartments in Japan, there were no elevators. And if it is third or fourth floor, it was much quicker to run up and down the stairs. So we have to use stairs carrying boxes, refrigerator, washing machine, obutsudan, and so on. So the team is usually consists of 3 persons, and this is how the moving works in case of my company. I don't think this chart makes sense, but most experienced person is leader, and leader is blue, and second experienced person is red, and the young one is the green. So the arrow expresses the length of running, right? I was the green one most of the time. So I had to run up and down the stairs between the room and truck, and it was exhausting. But the blue and red wants to finish the job early. So if green is slow, they get mad at the green. Like, you are too slow. Run, right? So I felt like I was working out for boxing match or something. But as I mentioned, I learned how to carry heavy stuff and such in this company. So it was not a wasteful experience. And the company had 2 options for the customers. 1, the customer pack everything except furniture. And 2, the moving company do everything for the customer. So moving company pack everything. But because it was much cheaper by packing everything, the customer pack everything was cheaper. Many people chose the option 1. And Sugahara family is now in process of this option 1, pack everything by ourselves. So it's taking time, little by little. But anyway, where we live in Sacramento is finally decided, and now we can finally start focusing on packing. But we cannot feel relieved until we finish everything. By the way, how many times you have moved in your lifetime? How many times? More than 10? Couple, yeah, a few people. More than 20? Wow. More than 30? Okay, I guess Chip is the winner. Less than 5? Less than 10? I guess less than 10. Many people are less than 10, right? I think this is my 13th move. in my life. Since we are renting an apartment in Sacramento, I am sure that we have to move at least one more time. And then, Jodo Shinshu or any Buddhist, we have one last big move, right? That is from this samsara to the attainment of nirvana. That is one big move. And I feel that the path of sages who focuses on the practice through their own effort is just like the moving with option 1, packing everything by themselves. And until they finish packing, they cannot feel relief. The great matter of attainment of enlightenment is not settled until they finish packing everything. And I don't know if this metaphor of packing everything makes sense or not, but the path of sages practices to eliminate afflictions. Packing everything is likened to eliminating afflictions. Until the practitioner finish this process, they cannot move to the city of nirvana or attainment of enlightenment. But our path, the Pure Land path, is just like option 2. All we need to move to the Pure Land of Amida Buddha, all we need to move to the Pure Land of Amida Buddha is already settled, already done by Amida Buddha. So just like the moving company packed everything for the customers, Amida Buddha accomplished everything we need to attain enlightenment. So in chapter on Shinji of Kyogyo Shinsho, which is Shinran Shogin's masterwork, he said, aspiring for birth and directing virtue indicates the mind of the Tathagata who, having already established the vow, gives sentient beings the practice necessary for their birth. So before we wish to be born into the Pure Land of Amida Buddha is wishing us to be born there through Nembutsuge. And what we all need to attain birth is in the name Namo Amida Butsu. So Namo Amida Butsu is the calling of Amida Buddha, asking us to entrust ourselves to the working of the name Namo Amida Butsu. And we receive the calling of Amida Buddha with appreciation. So when I was working for the moving company, there were customers who had the attitude like, I'm the customer, right? So you should work for me. But most of the customers were appreciative of what the moving company is doing, because most of the customers cannot move by themselves. So we ordinary foolish beings don't know how to attain birth, how to attain enlightenment. But because of this nature of ours, Amida Buddha established the vow, fulfilled the vow, and now working as Namo Amida Butsu. So as I mentioned last week, through receiving the calling of Amida Buddha, we recognize our limitation too. I know that I have to eliminate blind passions, afflictions in order to attain enlightenment. But because I lack the ability to eliminate them, Amida Buddha embraces as we are. So this is why Shinran Shogin said in Wasan poem I shared at the beginning, entrust yourself to Amida's primal vow. Through the benefit of being grasped, never to be abandoned, all who entrust themselves to the primal vow attain a supreme enlightenment. So when we entrust ourselves to the working of Amida Buddha, when we ride on the power of the primal vow of Amida, we surely attain the supreme enlightenment when we pass away and return to this world to guide others to the path. So because we know that what we need to do in order to attain enlightenment is already settled by Amida Buddha, we don't have to worry about our last big move. So instead of spending our life packing all the time, we are able to spend our lives appreciating Amida's great benevolence and all other surrounding us. So I'm not sure if my attempt of using the moving metaphor was successful or not, but this is the second to the last Dharma talks here at OBT. So I hope it was helpful somehow. And now, I would like to conclude my message with Gassho and Nembutsu. So please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namman da Butsu. Namman da Butsu. Namman.